Back at you with another episode coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com, author of Boss Life Secrets, which can be found on amazon.com. So this video is comes from a long-time listener. I got an email from him, and this is something that I talked about probably 2-3 times in a previous video over the past 2-3 years. So I'm gonna read to you some of what the email was about. He said, "I met this girl uh 3 years ago. We've been dating off and on, and she's very combative. She claims to be submissive. She says she's submissive only when she feels she should be towards certain guys, but she's not submissive all the time. She's only submissive when she gets her way. And when she doesn't get her way, that's when she starts to treat me very differently. Uh, look, look, man. Like, share this episode, and don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast as well. Check me out on iTunes, Amazon, um, Anchor, Google, Shopify, any place with audio, basically. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing as either she's submissive or she's not. Don't fall for this. There's I see a lot of people on the internet, a lot of women on the internet say stuff like, well, he has to earn um my respect, before I become submissive to him. He has to prove to me that he's worth it. That's crap. You know how I know it's crap? Because when they go to that job, that boss at the job don't have to prove anything. That's crap. You know it, and I know it. That boss at work don't got to prove nothing. And if she don't like it, they'll get her up out of there at that job. They'll call security or call the police and have her escorted if she don't follow the rules. She's well behaved at that job, so that's a bunch of crap. So this is why you should not buy into that, and you should not tolerate that. Look, you have women from other cultures outside of America, and even some that come to America. They don't say, hey, this man got to prove to me that he's worth me being submissive to. No. What these other groups of women usually do is they give the man the benefit of the doubt. They assume he's worth being submissive to. They assume that he has leadership skills until proven otherwise. Now, if he doesn't show and prove, the woman might lose respect for him and she might not be submissive no more to him. But that's on him. But coming through the door, this woman assumes that he has leadership skills based on just him being a man because she respects manhood and she is going to be submissive to him because he's a man. And it doesn't have anything to do with being in a relationship with him. She don't gotta be in a relationship with him. Just being around the guy, just respecting manhood, she is going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and she's going to be submissive, and she's going to let that man take the lead. It doesn't matter if she's around him for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or go on a date, or she's around him for the whole weekend or the whole night. What? She's going to respect manhood. and he didn't have to prove nothing. Just like when she goes to that job, she didn't have to prove that boss didn't have to prove nothing. So that's a bunch of crap. So you got a lot of weirdos out here and a lot of people that are kind of wishy-washy and kind of all over the place. You got either she's submissive or she's not. Yes or no. There's no maybe. There's no I gotta see if you're worth it. You have to prove to me I don't trust it yet. No, no. There's a lot of women out here that's like this. And see, maybe means no to me. Some guys will say, well, she didn't say yes, and she didn't say no. She didn't say yes, so that means no. It ain't that complicated. It's not complicated once you go to that job. It only gets complicated when she's on the internet, or when she's at the house, or when she's hanging around her friends, or when she's out in the street somewhere. That's when things get complicated. But it ain't complicated at that job. It ain't complicated when the police walk through the door, or when she gets stopped by the police, or when some person of authority that she respects only because of the title. The person with the title don't got to prove nothing to her, and she becomes very submissive. She's on her best behavior. Let me give you an example. A couple days ago, well, actually, probably like 3 weeks ago, I reached out to somebody, and I wanted them to come on the show because I thought we could have a good, you know, conversation, right? The Come on the Love Can't Wait podcast. That's what I'm talking about. I thought we could have a good conversation, whatever, right? So I sent her a message and said everything I just told you. When she responded, she said, "Oh, I'm not sure if we make a good match. I'm not sure if my message is in line with your messages, right?" So she was like, so I was like, well, I think it is, right? So she came back and said, okay, let's set a day and time, and I'm going to listen to all your episodes from this time until it's time for me to come on your show, right? So I already knew she's going to say no. She wasn't coming on because she was looking for a reason not to come on. And this is what I'm talking about. These types of wishy-washy type of women, they're looking for something. See, if you're looking for a reason not to do something, you're going to find it. So she probably, more than likely, she listened to probably one or two of my episodes and heard something she didn't like. And then she said, oh, I'm not coming on there. Now, let's keep in mind, anybody with a little bit of brains know that, number one, you're not going to agree with everything that anybody says on any podcast or just talking to them, just general conversation. You're not going to agree with everything everybody says. So, everybody says that's just practical thinking. Any person with a little bit of intelligence know, even if I'm a fan of him or her, podcast, music, movie, whatever, I'm not going to agree with everything this person says. And anybody that says, that's like somebody that say, hey, we never had an argument. I agree with everything he says. That's a goddamn lie. You full of shit. You don't agree with everything everybody says. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you're not going to like every episode that I upload or any podcaster upload. That's the second thing. So this is why I said she was just looking for a reason not to come on. And I knew this was going to happen, but here's the deal. I didn't need her to come on. Man. I could do the whole episode by myself. I never have to ask anybody else ever to come on. I just invite people to come on so we can kick it, have a nice chat, have fun, laugh, and talk shit. And you and when the episode come out, you share it, I share it, and whatever goes, goes. And if it goes well and we happen to do something later on, form some type of friendship, cool. If not, that's cool too. That's it. But I don't need anybody to come on. I didn't need her to come on. And see, you want to put yourself in a position like that in all areas of your life as much as possible. You want to put yourself in a position where you don't really need anybody to do anything. If they do it, that's nice. Great. Be grateful, but you don't need them to do anything. You know what I'm saying? You might need something done, but they don't got to do it. Somebody else can do it. Somebody else can get it. You can still get it covered with somebody else. That's where you want to be at in life. You don't want to be solely dependent on one thing or one person. No. That's where you want to get to. You know what I'm saying? So, because you don't gotta put up with all the nonsense, and you don't gotta put up with all the maybes. I gotta think about it, or I don't know. Heck with all that. It's either you in or you out. That's it. Yes, no. It's that simple. It ain't complicated. People make things complicated. Like I said, you got a bunch of weirdos, freaks, and degenerates out here that make things complicated. It ain't that complicated, not at all. So, hey, don't fall for that. Either she's submissive or she ain't. It's like that same woman is telling you that, or some of these same women on the internet that's saying this. When they go to that job, they're very submissive. They're on their best behavior. They're on their P's and Q's at that job. They're not at that job telling the boss or the management how they feel and you don't respect my feelings, and they're not doing none of that. They're kissing ass at these jobs. For real. I wish you had a camera that you could follow, like an invisible camera that you could follow your girlfriend or your wife at work and watch them. They kissing ass at these jobs. And when they come home to you, oh, they can't do the same because you ain't worth it. Don't tolerate that nonsense. No, don't tolerate that nonsense. The reason why you feel like you have to tolerate that nonsense because you don't feel like you're worth it. You have a low self image of yourself. That's why you tolerate that nonsense. And you found yourself in a subservient position where your money ain't right, your money funny, you probably feel stuck. And the reason why you ended up feeling stuck is because you had a low self-image of yourself a long time ago. That's how you ended up in the position that you're in today, because you didn't have enough drive and enough self-worth to be like, the hell with this. I'm better than this. I'm going to do better than this. I don't care what I have to do. I'll figure it out. So when you get tired of being sick and tired, that's when you be like, the hell with this. You ain't going to tolerate that nonsense. You have to set a certain standard, a certain bar, to how you feel about yourself. And then if any woman or anybody else wants to come in and join in and be a part of your circle, cool. But they have to they have to abide by your how you feel about yourself, your self-worth. Either she's in or she's out. Like I always say, my game, my life, my show. If she don't want to be part of my program, cool. There's always another one that will. And I don't argue with women. Let women do what they want to do. They can do what they want to do. That don't mean you got to be a part of it. That's all I'm saying. That don't mean I got to be a part of what they got going on or what they want to do. Well, I hear women say all the time, "Hey, well, I'm an independent woman. I should be able to do this and do that." Yeah, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That don't mean I gotta be around you. That don't mean I gotta be around you. You can talk crazy, pop your ass on the internet, show your cooch, do all that. Go ahead. I don't got no problem with that. You know, you can go to the strip club and get on the pole. I don't got no problem with none of that. I'm not gonna be around you. That's all I'm saying. Because that doesn't abide by how I want to live my life. There's a certain type of person that I want around me. And it ain't gonna be no stripper. It ain't gonna be no masculine woman. I'm in a battle with all the time. She's saying one thing, I'm saying one thing. She'll ask me a question, and when I give her an answer, oh, no, I don't want to do that. But you just told me you didn't know what you wanted to do. Well, I know I don't want to do that. No, man, no, you got to go. I might not be able to get rid of you immediately. I'm gonna plan to get rid of you because I know this ain't going nowhere. And some guys are sitting there trying to, come up with a reason why they should keep her around or thinking that it's going to get better. No, it's not going to get better. It's never going to get better. The only thing that's going to get better, if anything, is you. But that other person is not going to get better. No. Most people are not forward thinking people. Most people are just there. They're not growing. Most people are dying. It's either you're growing or you're dying. And most people are going backwards, not forward. So just keep that in mind. Have some self-respect, standards about yourself. And that's something I'll talk about probably in the next video. Like, share the video. If you follow me on iTunes, leave me a comment below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.